So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront, and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. Let me ask you a question. How would you like to take an all-inclusive vacation and get a great deal? Be awesome, right? You can do just that. All you have to do is go to cheapcaribbean.com/daily-boost. Make sure you put that dash between that minus sign, that hyphen thing, daily-boost. So cheapcaribbean.com/daily-boost. So my wife and I were climbing a mountain yesterday, and I was lagging slightly behind her, huffing and puffing, tried to cover my COVID out-of-shapeness. She was making me look pretty bad. She turned around, she said, "What are you doing back there?" I went, "I'm thinking about stuff. I like thinking when I'm on the trail." "What are you thinking about?" "Well, I'm thinking about, I wish there were mountains that you didn't have to climb up so you can enjoy going down." She said, just be quiet and climb the mountain. That got me thinking. How are you? Happy Monday. Podcasting live from Bryson City, North Carolina, hiking and biking and tubing and rafting and microbreweries everywhere. I'm supporting the local economy in a big way. I can tell you that. So when you set goals, like climbing a mountain, do you set it like a little thing you're going to tick off your list, like tick, tack, there it's gone, like a to-do list? Or do you think bigger? I'm going to say that if you really want to do really cool things in your life, you're a legacy kind of building, really big stuff, world-changing things, you got to change how you think about goal setting. We're going to talk about that today, and undoubtedly a whole bunch of other stuff, because that's what we do. On the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com, it's a very simple, super secret, well, it's not so secret anymore. Stand up, take a step, repeat. It is the oldest advice anybody could ever give you. That's just the way I say it. Essentially, it's this. If you're sitting down thinking, how can I change my life? Well, that's not really moving, is it? It's kind of moving. It's thinking. It's a good thing, get you going. But if you can stand up, if you can take a step forward in the direction you want to go, and you can keep doing that until you get exactly what you want, be flexible along the way, just doggedly determined to get what you want, you're going to get it. There's no way you're not going to get it. And I'm here today, every single day, to help you do just that. My name is Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. The sponsor of today's show is going to make your life so much more fun. I mean, you're going to want this anyway. You are. You're sitting around right now. I was like, oh, well, tell me what it is because I know I want it. You said I'm going to want it. You are. CheapCaribbean.com. They've been around for over 20 years. And they're in the business of providing the best all-inclusive beach vacations. Have you ever done one? I have. They're great. All-inclusive beach vacations. It means all the food you can eat, the alcohol, the non-alcoholic beverages, as well as beach and night activities are all included when you book at CheapCaribbean.com. All-inclusive means you get more food, you get more drinks, you get more fun, the whole thing. And this is important. CheapCaribbean.com has no change fee when you book at a Cheap Caribbean resort. And they add trip protection as well. So you can book with confidence, less money, less worry, just more beach. So be sure to check out either Dreams or Secret Resorts when you book with CheapCaribbean.com. And right now, I can save you $100 off your next beach vacation. All you have to do is visit CheapCaribbean.com/daily-boost. Oh, hyphen, minus sign, daily-boost. Make sure you put the dash in the middle there so you get it right. That's CheapCaribbean.com/daily-boost. We will see you on the beach. So climbing that mountain behind my wife, so I could win the whole way. I was thinking to myself about this idea of what if mountains, well, I mean, what if you didn't have to climb them? You could just go downhill the whole time. I think we'd all like to do that, like life to be easy. So here's my pondering. Here's what it came to. When I looked at my entire history of experience in life, I said, well, wait a second. You only really have to climb one mountain. It's just like getting fit. If you want to get a college education or get a great job and a great career, you want to meet a nice girl, a nice guy, you want to do something special in this world, have an impact on the world, it might be difficult in the beginning to learn what it takes to go do that. It might wear you out. It might keep you up late at night. You might have to climb that mountain again and again and trudge and suck wind and do like I did, kind of feel like you're not going to make it. My wife said, why don't you quit climbing the mountain? I said, because I don't want to die out here and you have to brag about that you come in and save me. I don't want to do that. I'm going to keep walking no matter what. It's crazy. But when you climb that mountain, it's like getting fit. You get more in shape. You start feeling better. So whatever goal you're going to go after, it makes no difference what you're going to do. If you get enough fitness in terms of goal setting, in terms of perseverance, in terms of going after what you want, everything else gets easier after that. Once you get beyond that initial, you break through that inertia, I guess, right? So in that moment, climbing the mountain, I went, that's it. That's it. You really only have to climb it one time. From that point on, everything's downhill, as long as you don't lose that momentum. It is Monday. I have to ask, have you done your homework? Did you sit down and say, hey, me, I'm talking to me. Are you talking to me? I'm talking to me. How's my life going? Is it good? Is it awesome? I can promise you this. This is not being a pessimist. This is being real. This is Scott Logic, right? You know this is true. How many times have you had something really good in your life? I love my life the way it is. Something's great. It's a relationship. It's a job. It's where you live. The weather. It could be the weather. Oh, my God, it's the weather. It's just awesome. And one day it changed. Well, life is like the weather. I think every one of us lives in a place that if you don't like the weather, just hang around a while. It's going to change. How do I know that? Because every place I've ever been in my life, somebody locally has said to me, well, if you don't like the weather, hang around a while. It's going to change. Very few places are not like that. But that's life. That's what happens. Things will be awesome, spectacular, exactly what you want, and it might change. So it is wise, it would behoove you, as they say, to every single day, at least a little bit, start your day saying, what do I like about my life? What I want to keep in my life, and make sure that stays there. We'll talk a bit about that foundational stuff in today's program. Also, what I don't like about my life, what I want to get rid of. That's just equally important. Don't dwell on it. In fact, I would just notate what you would prefer not to spend your time doing, and instead of fighting and figuring out a way not to do it, just go do something you want to do. It fixes it just like that. So do your homework. Pay attention to yourself. It's important. Okay, so this week's shows are not going to be 20 minutes long. I'm saying that right now, but I'm not digging the 9-minute thing anymore. Sometimes I like it to be 13 minutes and a half, sometimes 15, sometimes 7. So we'll see where we get today. But today is about purposeful goal setting. So let me give you some background here and explain my crazy way of Scott thinking, which amazingly is pretty logical. My mom still can't figure out how that happened. I said, Mom, neither can I. She goes, how did that happen? I said, I don't know. Maybe you gave it to me. She says, I agree with that statement. Purposeful goal setting. So here is the belief that I've always had forever. I've always believed that goal setting is the heartbeat of our lives. You've heard me say that. I believe in what you have on the inside, your values, what you think about the world, where you choose to focus your time, what you choose to think about doing, all that stuff that's inside your little head. That when you set the goal, it makes it real, gives you a heartbeat. It moves you down the path, if you will. How many times have you been sitting around going like, oh, man, I wish I had an idea of something I would do. I know, let's do this. Boom, you're off and running, right? It's kind of a goal. It's kind of a temporary goal, kind of a goal that's not really focused, but nonetheless it happens, right? Your mind kicks into gear when it knows what to do. Wait a second, I don't know what to do. I'm lost. Well, if you're lost, what do you want to do? Well, you know what they say when you're lost in the woods on a mountaintop following your wife up the hill? If you're lost, stay still. So at least one of you is moving. That's what happens when you don't know what to do, when you don't have a goal in your life. It's like you're sitting still, waiting for somebody to find you to tell you what to do. Please take me back to, I just want, Smokey the Bear, please find me on the trail and take me back and tell my wife that you got me, it's okay. If you don't have goals, it's almost like you don't have a heartbeat, like me going up the mountain trail. Goal setting is one of the most powerful tools you have. You can create your best life. But I have a question for you. Come here real close. Can you answer this question? I bet you can. I bet there's 50% of the folks listening right now. It's the other 50. It's not you. No. You're the smart one. It's those other guys and ladies. Here's the question. Do you know what your best life is supposed to be? Uh-oh. Whoa. Your purpose, your passion, your legacy. Do you know what it's supposed to be? I mean, really, truly, could you sit down and tell me? And there's some answers here. Everybody has answers. Some are great. I'm not here to judge any of the answers, but just do you know? Here's why I asked that, because my belief in what I'm talking about today did not come from a book, by the way. I'm assuming that I've read a lot of books. I've read thousands of books at this point. I'm assuming that, there's a lot in my head that probably came from other people's heads that they wrote down over the past 2 or 3, 10,000 years. I'm assuming there's that in there. It didn't come from a guru. Oh, yes, I've gone and talked to many gurus. I've sat in the audiences for gurus. I've taken a lot of guru coaching. I've had lots of coaches myself, and I'm sure some of what they knew in their head got shoved into my brain. I'm sure, because that's what happens, right? What I do for a living today, I'm just shoving stuff into your brain, a little bit in pieces here, a little bit in piece there. You talk to some other people, listen to some other folks, you put things together overtly, covertly, and before you know it, you figure stuff out. That's what you do when you grow up. You figure stuff out. I know this. If you show up, you're going to grow up. If you don't show up, you're not going to grow up. That's what I know. That's another podcast. So anyway, my belief in this came from a realization I had many, many years ago. I found I was happy when I was chasing something bigger than myself, but I was also had to be in alignment with how I felt on the inside. Did you hear what I said? I'm going for something bigger than maybe I'm even comfortable going for, and yet I'm comfortable doing it because it's how I'm wired. It's crazy how that works, isn't it? It's like, wait a second, I'm here uncomfortable doing it, and it feels right. That's what I realized. So I line myself up with things that I just feel like in the groove with, and I don't worry about the rest of it. It'll take care of itself. Because I also noticed I was unhappy when I was checking off items from my list and not honoring my true self. I cannot tell you how many people have been disappointed with me over the years. Come on, Scott. Come on, man. Do this. It's a good thing. You can make so much money. You could do this. You could travel. You could have all the titles in the world. So I don't care. Not in my alignment. It's not who I am. Let's do it my way, and you follow me. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. After years of pondering this stuff, I concluded that a purposeful outcome would eliminate frustration and boredom. It generates excitement. It creates enthusiasm. It rocks. It's awesome. So that leads me to some 2 dictionary definitions. You will notice that I love to go to the dictionary definition, usually the Merriam-Webster version. Now, the reason I like to do that is because language is getting foobarred these days. People are making stuff up. They're making it meanings to everything else up. And I don't know about you. We're communicating to people. We're talking to people. We're reading stuff. It's all going on. And language is being shifted. And words matter and language matters. So I go back to very traditional definitions of what words mean and at least ground myself there. Then I can go read Wikipedia and stuff like that and ground myself there. It's impossible. Number 1, the end toward which effort is directed. What is that? It's a goal. The end toward which effort is directed. Now, there's another one that I think most people do, and that is an area or object toward which players in games attempt to advance a ball or a puck, usually through to which they score points, right? It's like a soccer game. Run around like crazy, kick the ball, maybe you score. But Scott, I'm doing that to win the season. Are you? Are you focused on the game or the season? It's one step at a time. That's okay. I agree with that entirely. But I've learned something. Most people treat goals like number 2.
a to-do list. Go out and kick the ball, one game at a time, win the game, boom. Totally true. I got it. But it's a short-term outlook. You have to have that in your mind. You got to be wanting to win the competition. There's no doubt about it. You have to go after that. But people who focus on the first definition are the long-term thinkers, the end toward which the effort is directed. So that has a question that I have to give you and ask you. If they both work, if chasing the goal at the end of the field and chasing the big overarching goal, if they're both okay, because we know they are, because I just said they are, and if I said they are, it's okay. Oh, not for you, but for me. If that's the case, what end do you place your focus on? Long-term, foundationally, purposely. What is the thing that rings the bell in the long term, not the short term? We're going to ring the bell every single day in a Harley-Davidson motorcycle dealership when somebody buys a motorcycle. Ding, 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 ding. It's going to ring. What is going to ring more at the end of the year? And they see the sales they had. Which one's the most important? Well, they're both important, but which one's the bigger one? Which ones do you have your eye on? Heartbeat goal setters know there are many ends before the ultimate termination point. Another definition of a goal, a termination. Wait a second. You mean I'm going to work so hard and then it's going to be terminated? Well, that's what happens. That's why achieving a goal is not the goal. Living to achieve the goal is the goal. The stuff you do on the way to the goal, the journey is the goal. Got that, right? You digging that? The ultimate termination point is called goal achievement. That's what excites and drives people when they know that end is way out there and they're going after it. They purposely focus on that end, the one that's way to hell out there. The little stuff in between, yeah, it's a little goal. Tick-tock, let's get it done. It's okay. It's only needed there for one reason. To get to the predetermined bigger end that you have in mind. That's it. If you got out of bed every single morning and said heartbeat goal setting, purposeful goal setting, it's goal setting that ignites a fire in your belly. It gives you a mission. It makes you happy. Everything else between here and that end is an item on your to-do list. Yes, it's a tiny goal. We're working our way there, but you got to focus on if you got up every single morning and say, what's the big thing? Financially, relationship-wise, spiritually, health-wise, if you focused on the end for those goals, period, every single day and said, at the end of my life, my health needs to be here, my relationship here, my finances here. If you focus just on that end goal, everything else in between is just going to be a step. And watch what happens as those steps magically align to get you where you want to go. And you're going to be happier because you can get out of bed every single day on a mission. All right, I'm done. I'm a little cranked up, but also I'm in the luxury motor coach here in the mountains. But for me to record, I have to turn the air conditioning off. And right now, I'm getting kind of sweaty, kind of icky. You can probably smell me from there. But it's okay because podcasts are better when they're a little grody and smelly and stinky. And, well, that's really true, but that's how this one is right now. Have a great day. Think about purposely goal setting. Think about using your heart. I'm coming back around tomorrow. So that's what I do. That's my purpose.